I'm Nadira Tudor, and this is The Fall of Kabul, a soldier's story. Was it worth it? I think I want to start with your memories of that moment that we heard that Kabul had fallen.
I was actually having holiday, but I was at work the week before, so we kind of saw the whole build-up of what was going to happen. And it was a bit special because I was there from 20 to March 21, I left. And my replacement was there when they shut down the whole mission. So it was very special because I had very, very fresh memories from Kabul at that time. So it was very special to read the reports, listening to him on VTC, what was going on directly outside the hospital at HKIA. So yeah, it was special.
What were you visualizing at the time?
Chaos, utter chaos, people flooding the camp, which was what we were afraid of, based upon what we were told. So yeah, and then we also got reports that he started to send people home, and which made sense for us. It made some other people not very happy about it, but for us, it made sense that he started to send certain people from his hospital back to Norway. Absolutely, based upon their military skills. Because if you're getting flooded, you would like to have, how should I say, people with military experience amongst you, not civilians.
And in that moment when, because I remember it distinctly, I was working in news that day, and we were living it minute by minute, as you do when a story like that unfolds and breaks. How was it, I suppose to phrase this, was it expected from your perspective that Kabul would fall in that very dramatic way?
Not necessarily in a dramatic way, but after sitting in 7 months on daily VTCs with the whole leadership of RS mission and listening on what was going on the ground, I cannot understand how people could be surprised that this would be the outcome. For me, it was reasonably clear because US was pulling out a lot of forces, and you heard Taliban advancing all over the board. So it was, when I left in March, it was more or less only Kabul left, which was not in mainly control of the Taliban. So no, I wasn't surprised. It was just a question of time. But I was surprised of the speed, because I agreed with people who expected maybe it would last out 2021. But it didn't. When the ball first started to roll, it was very, very quick.
I'm going to leave the fall of Kabul for a minute, because actually I want to understand why you joined the army or the military. I see your face, eyebrow going there, so you're a little bit cross there. Why did you join the forces in the beginning? Did you come from a family where there was a history of people serving? Tell me a bit about yourself, I suppose.
In Norway at that time, since somebody already mentioned that I'm getting pretty old, we have conscripts. So you don't have a choice as a boy. Everybody had to serve. But during that year, I was offered to do some NCO training, and I accepted that, and I'm happy I did. So when I was done with my year as a conscript, I became an NCO, and then you go over to the reserves when you're finished with your 1 year, or you can apply. At that time, we called it to get a contract. You could be given 6 months contracts. But I was off the military until 1995, which was the next time I joined, and then I went to Bosnia on my first deployment during the UN. And then I was in until 2001, and then I went out again and did some education, and then I came back in 2006 and stayed until now. So that's pretty much my military short version. So had some years off in the civil